This tutorial is going to help you become more comfortable with freestyle as someone who is typically a combos or choreo person, all right? The first thing that I want you to realize is that freestyling is basically reliant on having really good muscle memory, right? We want our brain to be able to think on the spot, and we most importantly want our body to be able to respond and react really quickly without a lot of pre-planning or without having to memorize. And that comes from having things stored in our muscle memory. It's why we learn how to ride a bike at age 3 and we can still do it at age 30, right? It's the same thing that applies in dance. Thankfully, if you are someone who does a lot of combos, a lot of choreography in shuffling or dance in general, then you have great muscle memory. It is already in there, so we're gonna work with it today. What I'm going to recommend for you to do as a very basic first step from someone who is starting to make that transition into freestyle is give yourself a prompt or something to focus on for the duration of your freestyle that frees up your brain from always thinking, oh my gosh, what do I do next? Okay, what combo do I do? What choreo can I start doing here? It frees up your brain, puts your focus somewhere else so that your body and your muscle memory can trust itself so you can trust it to just do its own thing. All these sequences are already in your muscle memory, but your brain is trying to control it and pick one, right? It's like this giant library. It's trying to pull down all the books from what it knows. But the body has all the information stored there. So by taking our intention and our attention and putting it somewhere else on a different thought, we can free up a little bit more trust so that your body and your muscle memory that you've been putting in the work with can actually come to life and start doing things more automatically. So I am going to give you a demo of 2 different prompts. One is going to be pretty simple. One is going to be a little bit more difficult. But before I do that, I want to go over some mindset things. If you are just starting to freestyle, I want you to be okay with feeling and being a little bit repetitive. So many people, especially when they learn a lot of tricky combos and there's constant changes happening, freestyle, when their brain needs an extra few counts to think and process and react to the music, they feel repetitive, right? Let it be repetitive. This is your permission slip to be repetitive at first, okay? Second thing is that your foundations are gonna be key. When you are freestyling, use your foundations, use your running man, your T-step. If you're into cutting shapes, use your Charleston, your crisscross, your crossblade, diagonal running man, whatever you wanna call it these days, okay? Allow your foundations, even if they're repetitive, to carry you through your freestyle because you need to start exercising that muscle one way or another, okay? The third thing is when you don't know what to do next, when your brain immediately starts to panic, like, okay, I've done 4 running mans, well, what's next? What's next? You're gonna come back to the prompt. And yes, I'm gonna give you 2 prompts today, like I said, but you're gonna literally pull your brain down back to earth and be like, just focus on the prompt. How would I move if the prompt was all I cared about? And I will demonstrate that in just a minute, okay? The last thing that I want to say is plan and expect to feel a little bit awkward and feel like you don't know what to do. It's okay. It's normal. Freestyling is a skill that we build, just like combos and choreo are a skill that we build, so you can do this. Okay, so these prompts, these demos that I'm giving are going to be quite simple. I'm going to give you one storytelling example and like visualization example, and then one like technique example. So without speaking in tongues, let me explain. The first prompt is going to be dance like you are moving through water. That's it. Every single thing that your brain thinks about while you are dancing right now, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you running man the whole time. I don't care if a combo that you learned last week shows up here. I want your brain to be focusing on moving through water and literally asking yourself, how would I move right now if I was moving through water? And any movement that does come out, how can I modify that or change that so it has this feeling of liquid moving through it or layered on top of it, okay? I'm going to give you a demonstration, and I'm purposely going to keep my movements very simple and very fundamental. It's so easy for me as an experienced freestyler to be like, just do it like this, and then do some crazy stuff. That's not the goal here today. I want to show you how just with the most foundational movements in shuffling and cutting shapes, how this can look awesome when your brain is just focusing on the prompt and your body is just working from muscle memory. Okay, remember, as I said, I'm experienced. This takes time to build, but this is what's possible. All right, I'm gonna hit play on the music. So my prompt is moving through water. Here we go. Right? So all I'm thinking is water. How can I be like water with my T step? My second prompt is going to be more of a technique-based prompt. Now, this is probably going to be a little harder for you to see, and actually it is harder for me to do, because when I was thinking about moving through water, literally I was just like, how would I move if I was moving through water, right? You notice my arms were getting really involved, because if we were swimming, that's what our arms would do. So this prompt is going to be bend your knees. So simple. It is one of the major elements of all shuffle and cutting shapes technique that makes it powerful and grounded and explosive and all those things. So it's a great prompt, but all I'm thinking about is bending my knees. So I now really need to rely on the fact that when my brain is trying to spiral out of control and be like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, and start panicking, I'm just like, it'll all be solved if I just focus on bending my knees. That's all I'm gonna think about, okay? I will, this time, if my brain wanders, it might not wander, but if it does wander, I'm gonna actually tell you. So I'm gonna try to narrate this one a little bit more, okay? Here we go. So right from the beginning, I'm working on that bend. So I'm just trying to stay grounded. Bend your knees. Now I'm trying to think of what to do next. So I'm just gonna let my running man take over. Now that one was definitely harder, and you could probably see the concentration happening on my face. I feel like I was so focused on what I'm doing, but that's okay. That's part of the process. And the goal here is just to give your brain something else to think about, so you can trust your muscle memory, so you can train your brain, your creativity, and the combos or choreo or whatever you've been training to work together. Now, the prompts that you can do with this are literally endless. You can go more storytelling, you can go more technique-based, and a million other things in the middle. But this is just one way I want you to try to explore freestyling a little bit more, one of many. I put so many prompts inside of my courses because this has literally changed the game for my students and how they think about shuffling and how they think more creatively in freestyling. So all the information in my courses will be dropped down here if you want to work on this a little bit more deeply. Other than that, make sure you subscribe to Shuffle Shred, share this with a friend, and remember to always come back here, because I'm going to teach you how to be a powerful, confident, and unique shuffle dancer. I hope you have a great day.